Hello everyone, my name is Tyler Crone Piatek from Coley at Canisius College. Today we are going to focus on download settings on various browsers, including Microsoft Edge, Google Chrome, and Firefox. Downloading things from the internet is usually pretty simple. What makes it difficult is trying to figure out where the download goes. In most cases, downloads simply go to the Downloads folder, which is on your computer by default. However, maybe you want to put your downloads into a different folder that is not in your Downloads folder, or you are not sure where the download went in general. Nearly every browser also allows you to change the default file download location, which may be useful if you are doing bulk downloads of files that should go into another folder altogether. Most browsers also offer the option to ask you where to save a file every time you download a file. Either way can make bulk downloads faster by skipping the need to go to the Downloads folder and moving these files from the Downloads folder to the proper folder. These will be our main focuses in this video. In general, however, you choose to configure your browser to handle downloads. It's helpful to consciously manage browser downloads so you don't end up, as many of us have in the past, with an overloaded downloads folder that makes finding a particular file miserable and time-consuming. Before we actually get into the browser settings, let's first discuss where downloads go. Usually you can find your downloads folder by clicking on the File Explorer window, or this icon rather, right here to the left of my Edge icon. If you're on a Windows PC, otherwise on a Mac you can use Finder, and then clicking on Downloads, either here in the left menu under Quick Access or here under the Frequent Folders. As you can see, I have a few from earlier this week. Normally what will happen, and this is all also based on how you have your personal views set up for your folders, it'll say earlier this week, today, yesterday, this month, last month, older. Now that we've figured out where our downloads go onto our local PC or computer, let's take a look at Microsoft Edge and Google Chrome. These two browsers have pretty similar steps as far as getting to the download settings and looking at our downloads in general. So we'll go through Edge first and then we'll go quickly through Chrome. In Edge, there are three horizontal dots in the upper right corner. This will open up a menu and you should see the options for settings. Right here, it has a gear icon to the left. I'll click on that. And this will take me to my account right here, and I can search my settings. I'll type in Downloads here, or you can click on Downloads under Default Browser right here. So I'll do that now. And as you can see, there is Location. I can change the location from downloads, and let's say I'm doing a lot of downloads for the Center for Online Learning and Innovation. I have a folder on my desktop right for Coley specifically. I can select that folder. Right now I'm just going to hit cancel because downloads is good for me right now. And there's also this ask me what to do with each download. Normally it'll look like this. It'll be grayed out, but you can turn it so that it's blue, and it will always ask you what to do with a file. Turning on Ask Me What to Do is good for organizing your downloads, or if you are downloading a lot of different files like pictures or videos and so on, that should properly go into different folders on your local drive. One thing to watch out with Microsoft Edge though is that you can open up the file without actually saving it to your hard drive, which will create a temporary file. So if you do open it up, make sure you save it somewhere before you exit out of browser or however you're viewing the file. If you're looking for just a list of downloads, you can click on the three horizontal dots again and click on Downloads, or you can use the key combination right here, Control and J. This will give you a list of downloads. And as you can see, I've got a few different downloads that I could clear out. Some of these are crossed out. I've deleted these files from my local hard drive, and that's actually what these are. Some of these are actually links to the file location on my local hard drive. So I can actually click on Show in Folder, or I can click on the actual item, and that will help open it up on my hard drive. Or I can click on, like I said, Show in Folder, and this will open up the location of where the file is. I can also click on here to open up the Downloads folder without having to go to the File Explorer and click on Downloads. And I can also clear all the files that I have here, which I'll do that now. So let's go quickly through Chrome. Basically the same thing like I said, so I'll just go to Google Chrome now. In a similar process, you can go to the download settings by clicking on these 3 vertical dots instead and going to settings right here, and then typing in downloads in the search bar. Location, you can change the location like I said by clicking on the change location button. You can select the folder that you want it to be in, so I can choose Coley for example, and I'll hit cancel and ask me to save for downloading. That again, that will basically, unlike Edge though, it will just ask you where you want to save the file, and it doesn't make a temporary file. It actually saves it right down to your hard drive, so you won't have to worry about saving it after you've already saved it to your hard drive. And finally, we'll take a look at Firefox, and we'll look at the settings for that. The process is pretty similar. Click on the 3 horizontal bars in the upper right corner and choose Options. Has a little gear to the left of it. You can see Preferences, and we'll type in Downloads in the Find Options right here. Again, it has Save Files too. You can click on Browse and change the download file location. And then you can also say, always ask where to save your files. Similar to Google Chrome, it'll just save it to the local hard drive. It won't open it up temporarily for you. However, if you want to see a list of the downloaded files in Firefox, instead of going to the 3 horizontal bars here, you actually have to click on these little, it looks like a bookshelf with a leaning book on it, and then click on Downloads here. You can either show the downloads folder or click on Show All Downloads, which I'll do that. A pop-up will appear and it will show you all of your downloads. Nearly all of these browsers have some sort of pop-up window when you download something. This pop-up tells you the name of the file and about how much of the file has been downloaded or if the download has been completed. By clicking on this pop-up, you can immediately open up the file without having to go to the Downloads folder or wherever else you have downloaded this file. Most of these pop-ups also include the option to open the file location and will take you to wherever the file has been downloaded. I'll quickly show you that pop-up now. So I'll go to Microsoft Edge, Google Drive, and I'll download something quickly from Google Drive. This right here. I'll click on Download, and there you go. I do have Edge asking you if I want to open this or save as, so I'll click on Save As, and I'll choose Desktop and click on Save. Again, this pop-up appeared, and I don't know if you caught it because the download was so quick. There was a little loading bar, and it did show me about how much of it was downloaded versus how much needed to still be downloaded. So I'll hit cancel because I don't actually want to save this, and I'll just click on X right there to exit out of that little bar. That's it for this video. If you have any questions, please contact us at helpdesk@canisius.edu. Thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day.